Targum Ruth, Ruth 116, the first part, special note video. So in this video, as we had said, I'd like to concentrate on this form, which is the tav vav beit verbal root, to ask what in the world is that aleph doing between the tav and the yod. So as far as the root goes, between the tav and the beit. Well, this is late Jewish literary Aramaic, but there had been a similar feature in biblical Aramaic. So if we open Biblical Aramaic for Biblical Interpreters to page 117, here's my chart that provides an overview of weak verb forms. And the weak verb form we're talking about here has to do with the middle radical. So looking at that middle radical, we trace down to see the so-called hollow verb. And for the hollow verbs, we're talking about there being a yod or a vav in the middle. One of the notes is for the G participle, so we're talking about pa'al participle, that middle radical can become an aleph. And a person could say, well, wait, there's a yod here in our form, but remember we're talking about another dialect. Right now I'm focusing on what is that aleph doing in there. And it's not just an issue of what we see in biblical Aramaic. Stanislav Sagert's grammar also refers to the hollow verb participle as a special case, where there's going to be a glottal stop, as he said, a shtim absatz, and the appearance of the aleph there in the middle of the form. So that having been said, this explains why this tav vav beit form in red has an aleph, and the tav vav beit form in the first line does not. So with that information in hand, let's continue reading Targum Ruth, Ruth 116.